Food and beverage. Summer is here and it's hot outside.
Yeah, it makes me want to eat ice cream. What's your favorite drink in the summer? I always drink horchata in summer. It's refreshing and tasty. What is horchata? Horchata is a sweet and usually dairy-free beverage made of soaked grains or nuts and seeds. That sounds good. I like iced strawberry smoothies for summer.
And I like any iced beverages in summer. They are all great.
Michelle, you look thinner. Are you losing weight?
Yes.
I also want to lose weight, but I really like food. How many meals a day do you think we should eat? The healthiest way to eat throughout the day is to have 2 or 3 meals.
Correct. Or you can split meals during the day, as long as the dishes are healthy.
I see. Is your mother a vegetarian, David? Yes, she's a vegetarian. Do you remember Julia? Yes, of course. She's a vegetarian too, and she has a great body.
She said that she is vegetarian because her family is vegetarian. She also said that everyone has the right to choose their own food.
Correct. Like me, I don't think I can be a vegetarian. I love the complexity of flavors and the heat that Thai dishes bring. I once ate a Penang curry beef in Bangkok that changed my life. What country's food do you like the most?
I love Greek food. They all entertain my palate. I ate a spanakopita in Athens that left me speechless.
That sounds good. What country's food do you like the most, Josh? American cuisine. It's filled with clever adaptations from other countries and also has uniqueness in the dishes. It's like having the cuisine of 20 countries inside a single nation.
Makes sense. I have a family gathering this weekend. I will prepare dinner with my mother and sister. Do you think about color when you prepare a meal?
Of course. The food color and visual appeal are very important. There are nutritionists who tell us to include all colors of veggies and fruits in our food.
Thank you. I'll think about it for the family party.
By the way, next month is my girlfriend's birthday. I want to celebrate her birthday at a restaurant. What restaurant in this city do you recommend?
I recommend Taranga Restaurant. The food is seriously good, the atmosphere is romantic, and the staff is very nice.
I visited there once. These noodle soups there are so fine, and colorful cocktails will cool you down in summer. Great! I'll go there. Thanks!
Free time and hobbies.
Hey! Do you have a hobby?
Yes, of course. Yeah, everyone has hobbies.
What are your hobbies?
Reading books.
Sounds boring.
Oh, you know, books are a perfect source of knowledge that help me to learn more about the world. And books are the best way for me to unwind after a long day at work.
I see.
What are your hobbies, Mary? My hobby is cooking. I like to decorate my food beautifully. I also like to make snacks, such as cakes, candies, and jam. Yeah, you cook really well.
I love the food you cook.
I'm happy to hear that. Do you usually cook on weekdays or only on weekends? I usually cook on weekends. Because I'm free all Sunday, I don't have to work that day. Do you have any free time on Sundays, Ethan?
Well, yes and no. I'm a freelancer, so I work all week, but I can arrange my free time. My free time can be Sunday or any other day of the week.
How do you like to spend your free time? Going shopping, playing sports, or relaxing?
Mostly, I spend my free times indoors. But I do love traveling, so I do it when I can. Yesterday, I got bored and decided to travel to Brighton Beach.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Why didn't you ask us to go with you?
I thought you were busy because yesterday was Friday.
You're right. How do you like to spend your free time, Mary? I like drawing and painting in my free time. I feel much more relaxed. It's like meditation for me. Painting not just gives my brain an extra boost, but also helps me communicate better and relax. Who do you often spend your free time with?
I often enjoy my free time alone. I don't like parties.
I thought you liked crowded places.
No. Spending time with the same people and talking about the same old memories I once shared together with a cup of coffee is all I need.
I have a friend who likes to gossip about others. That makes me very uncomfortable. Do you like gossiping in your free time? I don't like to talk about other people, but honestly, I sometimes gossip about celebrities with you and my friend.
Yeah. I would rather lie in or just listen to some music than gossip about others.
Me too. So, how do you think you will feel if you are gossiped about? I would gradually prove what they said about me was all wrong with my attitude and behaviors. How about you, Ethan?
I don't really care about what they're talking about me, so I feel nothing special. I wouldn't do anything. If the rumors are not true, time will finally prove them all.
I like your way of thinking. I've been so busy lately. I wish I had more time. Yeah, if I had more free time, I would go jogging to improve my health and well-being.
You can still schedule your time and jog to improve your health now.
I will. If you had more free time, what would you do with it?
Learn a new language. It boosts your brain power, sharpens your memory, and improves memory while opening up wider career prospects.
If I had more free time, I would learn a new language too. Fashion and style. What are you reading? I'm reading a fashion magazine. Do you often read fashion magazines? Yes, I often read fashion magazines. I have the stress of deciding what to wear. Reading fashion magazines can help me coordinate clothes and choose the right style for me. Do you read fashion magazines? Yes, I enjoy looking at pretty clothes, beautiful models, and cool styles. Do you think it is important to wear fashionable clothes? Yes, of course. Wearing fashionable clothes is an expression of loving yourself. What do you think? Well, I think it depends on how you define loving yourself. For some people, it may be important to wear fashionable clothes to feel confident and stylish. Others may prefer to dress more simply and comfortably. You're right. Do you like shopping for fashionable clothes? No, my style is simple, I guess you love shopping for new clothes, right? Yes, most of the time I buy clothes. I get bored easily, so I always want to see a new me every day. Going shopping helps me improve my mood, so I go whenever I can. A bad habit, I know. You must have a lot of nice clothes. Yes, I have a variety of clothes. I love to wear different clothes on different occasions, like birthday parties, weddings, and festivals. Do you have a lot of nice clothes? To me, all the clothes I have are nice. I see. Do you prefer brand name clothes? Actually, branded or not, for me is fine, as long as I'm comfortable wearing it. I prefer buying branded clothes since they are better made and better designed. I always go for quality first. I also don't think that all branded clothes are expensive. Yes, I know, I can find a lot of branded yet affordable clothes in places. That's right, I sometimes buy branded clothes which are on sale. I don't mind the thought that I'm buying them at a cheaper price. Do you think that the clothes we wear reflect what is inside us, Olivia? Of course not. Your clothes reflect how you want to see yourself and be seen by the world around you. But it reflects part of your self-image, your class, and often your lifestyle too. But don't confuse any of this with what may be inside of people, their personality. You can't draw any conclusion about a person's intelligence, morals, or character from clothes. I see. What about the difference between fashion and style? Are you interviewing me about fashion? I just want to understand you better. And I like your point of view about fashion. I think style refers to a person's particular way of expressing themselves. How about fashion? Fashion refers to trends nowadays being featured in magazines, on TV, and on social media. Your style is not outstanding, I'm sorry to say that. But your way of thinking about fashion is cool. I'll take that as a compliment. That is a compliment. Holiday and vacation. Summer's here. I want to go to the beach. Yeah, me too. Do you like holidays? Of course. It's perfect to relieve stress, get away from it all, and enjoy life. How about you? Do you like it? Yes, I do. It's a great opportunity for me to wind down, get together with my family, or hang out with friends. But if the holidays are short, I stay home to read books and clean my house. Have you ever been abroad, Peter? I've never been abroad, but I would love to. My family plan to go abroad next year. How about you? I've been abroad 4 times. Really? Did you like it? Yes, I did. It was exciting. Which countries did you visit? Finland, Sweden, Great Britain, and Germany. Wow! And what country was the most interesting? All countries are interesting, but maybe it was Sweden for me. Why? Not only does it have an amazing culture, but it is also filled with beautiful scenery, good food, and very nice people. In addition, it looks beautiful in all seasons. If you could travel anywhere, where would you go? I would pick either Egypt or Japan. Both countries are amazing and left an amazing impression on me. Especially Japan, without a second thought. Japan? Yeah, Japan is one of the most beautiful countries in the world. Japan is very clean. Streets and buildings look spick and span. And people are very hardworking, intelligent, accepting, and resourceful. Do you prefer to travel alone or in a group? I prefer to travel with my friends or my family. How about you? I would say that I'm kind of an introvert. So I would rather travel alone to some peaceful beauty spots than travel with a group of people. But traveling with other people would certainly be safer. And we can support as well as rely on each other. You're right. It is a good way to make friendships stronger and become more powerful. It's also good for learning more about your friends and sharing experiences together. I know, but I prefer to travel alone. Do you prefer active or relaxing holidays? I love going on adventures, exploring the area, and finding thrill-seeking activities. Right, you love adventures. How about you? Relaxing holidays, of course. I love to relax and do some chill activities like reading books or meditation. You really love to take your time and relax, don't you? Well, can't argue with that. Which is better, a package tour or a self-organized trip? I prefer to join package tours. Why? I thought you would enjoy self-organized trip. Joining package tours can help us save money and help us build a friendship. And because I don't like to book things. I don't like to join package tours. Really, I thought you'd like it. I hate to need to follow guidelines and have a strict schedule all the time. When I travel on my own, I can stay longer in the place I like, or skip the one I'm not interested in. Yeah, that suits you better. Dreams and goals. I haven't seen you in a while. Yes, it's been a long time. Where are Julie and the kids? They're going to the supermarket to buy ingredients to make dinner for us. Oh, that's so lovely. How are your studies these days? Everything is good so far. Matthew, what was your dream when you were a child? Why are you curious about that? Just tell me, I want to know. Okay, let's see. The first dream that I remember having was that I wanted to be a pilot. That, of course, never happened to me. Between the ages of 12 to 15 years old, my dream was to become a teacher. But you didn't. I know. Between the ages of 16 to 20 years old, I dreamed of being a well-known, well-paid writer. And it came true, didn't it? Well, not quite. I'm a writer now, but not that famous. Come on! You have a loyal fan base on your Facebook page and your blog. You've self-published 2 books as well. Yes, 2 books and I'm still writing. That's so great. In my early 20s, my dream was to be that guy. A guy who had a yard with his kids playing in it while he and his wife cooked dinner on the grill. Your dream has come true. Yes, I do have a yard, a grill, and I do have a wife with 3 kids. So what was your dream when you were a child? I dreamed to be a policewoman or a journalist when I was a kid. After many years, I wanted to be a tour guide or interpreter. Now you're studying at university in the foreign languages facility. Yes. Do you have a 5-year plan for your life? No, I don't. Do you have a 5-year plan? Yes, of course. Can you show me how you create a 5-year plan? Okay, the first thing, consider aspects of your life. What are they? Finances, health, career, relationships, and personal development. Can you explain them specifically? Let's talk about finances. You need to consider your income, debt, savings, and investments. Are there new income streams you want to create? What are your plans for spending? Do you want to purchase a house? Wait a minute, I need to take notes. How about the health plan? You can ask yourself these questions. What do you need to do to stay healthy? How would the other aspects affect your health? I see. About your career, let's answer these questions. Where do you want to be working? What do you want to be doing? What is your dream job? Those are good questions. About your personal development. Does your hobby help you develop yourself? What would you like to learn or become? Are there any relationships you'd like to create or dissolve? Something like that. These questions are really helpful. Yes, I use those to make my plan. I've already written down those questions. I'll answer them. Once you've completed that, begin the process of making a plan for your future. Thanks, Matthew. Then all you need to do is create a habit, little by little, to achieve your goals. I know. Goals are easy to achieve if we can create the right habits. That's right. Animals and pets. This weekend, I will take my niece to the zoo. She loves animals. She said that she would have a pet when she grew up. Do you like animals? To be honest, I only like friendly animals such as dogs, cats, rabbits, and birds. I consider them humans' friends. Would you ever consider getting a pet? Yes, but now I'm living in an apartment and our landlady doesn't allow us to keep pets in our units. Why? She doesn't want to hear noises from dogs or cats. Well, there's nothing I can do but obey the rule. But when I have my own house, I will definitely have a pet. What animals would you like to have as pets? Well, like most people I want dogs. I love dogs because they are loyal and playful. Yes, that's right. Do you have a pet, Wendy? Yes, I have a dog. Oh, can you show me a picture of your pet? Yes, certainly. My memory of him opening his tiny twinkling eyes for the very first time on the 29th of May, 2018. He is so cute. He was a gift to my family. He is a living joy to us. What's his name? I named him Joey. He never gets tired of listening to my endless stories. He listens so patiently. He loves me unconditionally, and he is someone I love so much. That's so sweet. Do you have a pet, Alex? Yes, definitely. I'm an animal lover. I have 2 rabbits. Where did you get them from? I adopted them from their previous owner. Is it difficult to have a rabbit as a pet? Not for me. But rabbits require a lot more care than you think. Like what? I'll show you all about rabbit care when you're making a serious decision about having one. Why did you choose to raise rabbits? Rabbits are amazing and social pets. They can be great house pets if you take the time to socialize with them and learn about their basic body language. I see. Have you known anyone that had a snake as a pet? Yes, my uncle has 2 snakes. Really? Yep.
Why does he keep a snake as a pet?
He said snakes are just fascinating creatures. Their food is relatively cheap to come by in most cases.
That's true.
Snakes don't need to be walked like dogs. They're quiet animals. No barking, screeching, or anything like that.
That's right.
Cleaning is less than you would need to do with cats, dogs, or even turtles.
Some people think that it is annoying to keep a pet at home. What do you think?
You need to feed them, clean their feces, and clean up their fur all over the house. But I think pets can be awesome to have.
Yeah, they bring that joy and pleasure other humans cannot.
That's right. They love you unconditionally and will be by your side no matter what.
That's if you have the responsibility to handle and take care of them.
I agree with you guys. Hi everyone, my name is Emma and I used to be an ice skater. And I once was the pride of my family and all my teachers. Unexpectedly, something happened and knocked me down from cloud 9. But then my mom taught me to never stop hoping. Have you ever been in the same situation as me? When just breathing is so difficult? Then I hope my story will help you at some point. Remember, you are not alone. I used to have the perfect life that everyone wanted to reach and dream about. An ice skater who won many awards, with the most happy and caring family of all. Then the most terrible day in my life that I can never forget happened. On that day, Mom picked me up at school as usual. Out of the blue, a car lost control and crashed into our car. Though we were hospitalized immediately, my mom didn't make it. And me, I got a serious leg injury that I may never recover from. Not only had I experienced the shock of losing a loved one, but I also had to hear that I could no longer compete in figure skating. I was down in the dumps. It felt like everything that was good in my life was gone.
Emma?
Yes, Dad.
Is everything good at your school?
Yeah, everything is normal.
I've prepared your favorite dishes. You should have a bit more.
Thanks, Dad, but I'm full now.
Come on, Emma. You've just had a few bites.
I lost my appetite. Sorry, Dad. I know you tried your best with these dishes, but
it's okay, Emma. Emma, I know you feel blue because of losing Mom, but we cannot do anything else but continue living in this world.
So sorry, Dad. I know you were very grief-stricken. I shouldn't be beside myself like this.
Emma, it's okay to express your feelings, but we need to overcome it.
I understand, Dad.
And I know you don't want to mention it, but not ice skating anymore is not the end of the world. Remember what Mom said? When one door closes, another opens.
Yes, Dad, I got your point.
We can accept it, sadder but wiser. If you're in a black mood, just tell me. Don't keep everything bottled up in your head, okay?
I will, Dad. But now I need to be alone for a while. I hope you understand.
Okay, sweetie, take your time.
Mommy! Mommy! No, be careful. The car is coming. Oh my gosh. Mom. The skates. Emma, what are you doing? I'm practicing. The doctor told you shouldn't do that, didn't he? Yeah, but Maybe I can. You shouldn't do that. It'll only hurt you more. I give up. It's better for you. I just want to give it a try. I know, but you also read the doctor's note. It seems to be impossible. Hey, that's Emma. Why is she here?
She got an accident months ago. She's not able to skate anymore. It's a pity. She's so stubborn.
I feel sorry for her talent.
Emma, you shouldn't practice anymore. I know you were once so talented, but now it's in the past.
Miss Nancy, It
just wastes your time. You can't join the competition anyway. What's the point?
but
You can't do it. There's no chance or magic now.
but
Emma, it's no use trying. You should face the reality. Go home now.
Miss Nancy.
Oh, hi, Emma's dad. I did not know you were here.
Yes, I'm just here to wait for my daughter.
Ah, yes. She should go home now.
You know, your words may really hurt my daughter.
I just want to give her some advice.
And your words are so rude.
Dad, stop. It's okay. She just wants to do something good for me.
Ma'am, I don't want you to talk like that to my daughter anymore.
I'm so sorry.
Ma'am, I believe you are imposing your one-sided perspective on my daughter. You have no idea what she's going through.
Dad, stop. I don't need anyone's pity.
I can do it. I can do it. Why do I keep falling down?
I'm as useful as a chocolate teapot.
Emma, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You should go get some fresh air, sweetie.
Dad, I'm not in the mood. I just want to sleep. Leave me alone, please.
Emma, I know you can hear me. Sweetie, you have the right to be in a black mood, but listen to me. You've been trying for a very long time. Now it's time for you to take a rest. Don't listen to what the others say. Emma, remember, Dad will always be here for you. I seem to be completely stuck. What should I do now? I'm at my wit's end. I remember my mom used to have such passion for drawing. So I tried to draw as she did. I'm drawing more and more every day lately. And she was right. The paintings have a lot of dark colors, but they really help me to relieve my stress a bit. But my father saw those paintings. Maybe he senses my suffering from those pictures. I saw him cry. He tried to talk to me, but once again, I pushed him away. I feel guilty.
Emma, come here.
Mom, is that you?
Yes, sweetie.
How are you doing? I'm fine, Mom. I'm sorry. I'm lying. I'm not okay at all.
I miss you so much.
Mom, I only make Dad suffer more. I'm not able to skate anymore. I'm completely useless. And you passed away because of me.
Look at me, Emma.
It wasn't your fault that I died, sweetie. What is meant to happen will happen. I just moved to another place. No need to be sad. But you, sweetie, your life is still here. You have a future ahead.
When one door closes, another opens. And you know what? You're never alone. Because Dad and I will always love and care for you wherever you are. Dad, can we maybe talk?
Everything happens for a reason. Have you ever heard this saying before? Hello guys, I'm Evelyn, and I welcome you all to the story of my life. Want to know how I've gotten here? How long it's taken me to get where I am today? Let's enjoy this video, and I hope you can learn something from it. Everything happens for a reason. I can't count how many times I've been told this. But there's one thing I know, that saying has played an important role in my whole life. Hello everyone. My name is Evelyn Carter, and I am a CEO of an educational agency. To become the successful woman I am today, I had to go through many ups and downs in my life. Seven years ago, I was a girl living the life that many people desire.
Hey!
I had a group of friends who were always by my side, and an amazing family to talk to whenever I was down. I also had a lovely dog who had been my best friend since I was born. But unfortunately, she passed away because of an illness. I remember that I cried so hard that I couldn't face reality at all. My parents consoled me for weeks. They told me that everything happened for a reason. And only when I knew how to let go did I become mature. At that time, I didn't get what they meant at all. Then, do you know what happened after that? A year after my dog's death, I received other shocking news that took me a pretty long time to get over. Want to guess what that was? Well, it all started when one of my relatives suddenly called me in the middle of class. He said that my parents were badly injured in a car accident. When I heard those words, I couldn't stay calm at all. I ran out of the class to everyone's surprise. But when I got to the hospital, it was just too late. The doctors said my parents couldn't make it. At that moment, everything seemed to lapse into silence. I wanted to burst into tears, but somehow I was able to hold it back. And guess what? After my parents left this world, I was depressed for many months. My GPA kept going down, and I didn't have any motivation to study hard. I locked myself in my small dark room and avoided communication as much as possible. Then, I indulged in alcohol and nightclubs so heavily that I almost felt insane. My body begged me to stop, but I couldn't control those addictions. Then one day, my body couldn't bear with me anymore. I got drunk and passed out on the street until a neighbor saw me. He took me to the hospital right after that. I was diagnosed with gastrointestinal bleeding and was hospitalized for a week. While staying there, I met a guy whose name was Harry. He was the same age as me. Harry had been fighting lung cancer in his hospital for years, but he always greeted everyone there with a big smile. Honestly, he was a cheerful and lovely guy. We usually had long conversations almost every afternoon, and he really knew how to make me laugh. Back in that time, Harry was truly a friend of mine who I could freely share all of my happiness and sadness with. One day, Harry told me that he could finally be discharged from the hospital. I felt happy for him. I asked him what he wanted to do after that. He smiled and told me that he would fly to Switzerland and live a blissful life there with his family. Harry giggled when he dreamed about a place where there would be no pain, illness, or hospital. At that moment, I didn't know why I felt so relieved, and I was glad that I had made friends with Harry and with everyone else there. I thought we would keep in touch with each other, until a week later. I finally recovered from my illness and was able to go back home. I couldn't help thinking about Harry's smile while packing my stuff. When I was able to leave, a nurse suddenly came in and gave me a box. I smiled because I knew the gift was definitely from Harry. It should have been something from Switzerland, but unexpectedly, the nurse said that Harry wanted to give it to me after his surgery. I know, right? I was surprised too. The nurse told me that Harry had to undergo a major surgery, and he took his last breath right after the last time we saw each other. I was completely taken aback by the nurse's words. I couldn't believe my eyes at all. And I went home while my heart was still full of sorrow. I didn't know whether I should open the box or not, because I was scared that I couldn't hold back my tears. Then I decided to open it. Inside the box was a lovely postcard. He drew us holding hands together, and he also wrote a few notes for me. He told me that I had to be strong enough to get over all of the bad things in life. Everything happens for a reason, and only when you know how to let go do you become mature. It was exactly what my parents told me a year ago. When reading Harry's letter, I couldn't control my emotions anymore. I tried to stop myself from crying out, but I couldn't. I wished I could go back to the good old days when I hadn't wasted my time on alcohol and nightclubs. I wished that I could be mature enough to realize how I destroyed my health. At that time, I promised myself and Harry that I would move on. I will live the life that Harry had always dreamed of, and I will definitely go to Switzerland for him. I went back to my college life after a month of tragedy. I decided to turn over a new leaf. I applied for a business internship program and successfully got in. I joined many club activities at school to find my potential. I expanded my networking, I went on new journeys and met many new friends. I worked so hard to become who I am today. Now, I finally got what my parents and Harry meant. Everything happens for a reason. I couldn't change the past, but I can choose to move on rather than cry. I couldn't bring my beloved ones back to life, but I can still do something for them by living my life to the fullest. And I believe you guys can do it too. Remember, you only become mature when you know how to let things go. Thanks for listening to my story. Hello, everyone. My name is Emma, and I'm 24 years old. I'm an adventurer, a lover of travel, and I always have a burning desire for freedom. But here's the thing. I come from a traditional family. It means that brings along a whole set of barriers that prevent me from truly being myself. Guys, today I want to take a moment to share my story with all of you. Let's go back to when I was born and raised in my caring and protective family. My parents always had a set path in mind for me. They directed me down a path they believed would ensure stability and security. As I grew up, I also believed that having a safe life is important. They believed that adventures and exploring were unsure and not dependable. So I never dared to question their decisions. After graduating, I secured a job just as my parents had hoped. Every day, I would head to the office, work, and then go home. Work was the same every day, with the same tasks and people. It seemed like what I did didn't mean a lot. My life is indeed quite stable. But deep down, I wanted more. I dreamt of feeling excited and passionate. I knew there was more to life than the boring routine I found myself trapped in. Then, one fateful day, I stumbled upon a story that would forever change my perspective on life.
It was the incredible tale of a remarkable young volunteer named Alex. As I read about his inspiring journey, I discovered that even though Alex had disabilities and faced social prejudices throughout his life, he refused to let those limitations define him. Instead, he embarked on brave journeys to faraway and challenging places. He brought happiness and spread joy to others. He overcame societal pressures to do meaningful things and live a fulfilling life. Alex's story really changed me. It made me think in a new way. His story opened a door in my mind and made me think differently. I understood I should pursue what I love. I knew this might mean doing things others don't expect, but I believed it's worth it. But deep down, I believed that the experiences and growth I would gain in return would be priceless and shape the person I was meant to become. I learned that life isn't just rules and advice. It's about trying new things and discovering new parts of life. For the first time, I spoke honestly with my family. I shared all my dreams and aspirations. I explained to them the plans I had carefully formulated for myself. I talked about the skills I needed to acquire, how I planned my finances, and the path I wanted to follow. They understood my excitement. They finally realized that trying to prevent me from seeking freedom wasn't working. It was making me feel more and more unhappy as time went on. So from then on, I started my personal journey to learn more about myself. While there were still moments of worry and societal pressure, I am grateful for the support I received from my family. It provided me with the strength to carry on. After all, I didn't want to look back with regret, wondering what might have happened. I started to explore challenging places, and of course, there were dangerous risks. But I felt really excited about my decision. Alex's story motivated me. It taught me that problems are normal. I knew there would be hard times, but if I didn't take risks, I wouldn't learn and discover my purpose. But I understood that if I didn't take risks and push my own limits, I would never have meaningful experiences or discover the true purpose of life. Now, I work for myself. I tell others about my life and experiences. Many people care about my journey. At each step, I prove that pursuing what you love and being true to yourself can make a difference. Today, as I reflect on my journey, I am filled with gratitude for the experiences that have shaped me into the person I am now. I share my story with the hope that my story can deeply inspire you guys. I want everyone to chase their dreams and interests. Life is too short to look back with regret. Don't let anything hold you back from your dream. I believe that since we only live once, it's important to follow our passions and do what we love. Thanks for listening to my story.
That's the end of today's story. Now I will ask you some questions about the story. If you need more time, pause the video to think and say the answers. If the question is too difficult, you can listen to the story again and again. Are you ready? Let's get started.
Number 1. What did Emma's parents want her to have? The correct answer is A. Number 2. What inspired Emma to pursue a life filled with passion? The correct answer is B. The story of a remarkable young volunteer named Alex. Number 3. What is Emma's current occupation? The correct answer is C. She is a freelancer. Number 4. Did Emma's family support her in pursuing her dreams?
The correct answer is A. Yes, they did. Number 5. Emma believes that life is about following rules and advice from others. The answer is false.